Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Stop acting nerdy.
Back the fuck up, bro.
Fucking loser. I'm gonna do whatever the
Touch me.
What are you gonna do?
See what happens?
Now everybody is reacting to my shit because I've just been going crazy with content lately. Beef with rappers, beef with fucking streamers now. It's crazy, bro. Like every week is just something new about Adin Ross, and it's just like, wow.
You see it too, don't you? You notice the change in culture. An academic or expert posts a brilliant 2-hour lecture on a specific topic like geopolitics or the financial system. It gets 5,000 views. Meanwhile, a streamer like Adin Ross, who has no life skills or expertise, is paid millions by offshore gambling companies like Stake to promote addiction and degeneracy to an audience of teenagers. The question is, how did entertainment replace substance? Was it by accident? The answer is no, it wasn't an accident. It's design. We've been engineered to look away from genuine thought leaders and pay attention to manufactured idols. The question isn't why. The question is, how did we get to this point? We are in an idol worship pandemic, and in this video, we'd examine how we got to this point.
And they tried to kill the next President of the United States. Enough was enough! And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother! Let Trumpomania!
The government has, I guess, people who control what is allowed and not allowed to be on television and stuff like that, and movies and what to promote. And then they do the same thing with like music, but it's mostly for politics. So when it's election years, you'll see like the politicians start gravitating towards, in order to get the black vote, towards certain like celebrities. And I think recently it was Glorilla with Joe Biden or Trump. I think it was Joe Biden.
Joe Biden
Played that beautifully.
So yeah, Joe.
She played.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, well, right, Joe. Yeah, you.
Yeah, Glow.
To better understand how we got here, we have to examine the industry's recruitment process. The industry doesn't find stars, it recruits assets. It searches for talent, sure, but more importantly, for predictable ambition and leverageable flaws. You just have to look at the perfect vessels. Take Taylor Swift. It wasn't just raw talent, it was an industry-savvy family. Her father was an early investor in her first label. She was a predictable, high-upside asset. Or take Justin Bieber. Plucked from YouTube, a blank slate of talent claimed by an industry insider, Scooter Braun, who immediately plugged him into the machine.
When I saw Justin, while everyone told me no and everyone thought I was crazy, I knew exactly what to do, and I saw the plan until he was 18. Like, I just knew. I was like, this kid's going to be the biggest artist in the world. I know exactly what to do to help him become that.
These aren't discoveries, they are acquisitions. Then, the love bombing begins. The awards, the high-profile TV spots, the gushing reviews. This isn't just money spent on the asset. It's a strategic campaign to indebt the asset.
I would never have thought that this opportunity would happen. Like, it's out of this world.
Do you get nervous when you sing?
To be honest, no, not really. No.
Okay, well that's good. But when you sing for these people, do you get nervous?
No.
No, star in the making. Nice. When you get success, when you get the recording deal and everything, what do you see for yourself? What kind of career would you like to have?
Well, I see myself doing more like R&B.
After the acquisition, the young star is now grateful, and they are beholden. The machine has successfully converted a human being into a cultural asset, and like any investor, the industry expects a return. Not just in money, but in control. Once the asset is built, it must be installed. The machine holds annual coronations. We just call them the Grammys or the Oscars. These aren't merit awards, they are televised endorsements. Look at what happened with The Weeknd. In 2021, he had the biggest hit of the year and received 0 Grammy nominations. He publicly called the process corrupt. The machine was so rattled by the truth, it was forced to abolish its anonymous nomination committees. These shows aren't about art. They're about the machine publicly validating its chosen assets, signaling to the public, this is the voice that matters. Trust them. And once crowned, the asset is activated for its true purpose, audience control. This is where we see the epidemic of celebrity endorsements. The audience is led to believe their idol had a political awakening, but this is Redline theory. We read the fine print. It's not an awakening, it's a transaction.
The $1 billion campaign and some of the things they spent, $15 million plus for celebrity event production.
It appears that the Kamala Harris campaign, despite raising over $1 billion, still ended up some $20 million or so in debt.
The machine offers a payout or a favor. In return, the idol, who likely has zero knowledge of the actual policies, tweets "vote for X," or is flown out to perform at the political rally. This isn't a belief. This is a deliverable. The idol proves they are still an obedient asset. The politician gets a laundered advertisement. And the audience, obsessed with their idol's personal life instead of their own, is manipulated into following an order from a person who is, themselves, just following orders.
What's up, honey? This is your girl, Meg Thee Stallion, aka the Hot Girl Coach, reporting live with the future president of the United States. What do you have to say to the American people? We are not going back.
This is the system working perfectly. The machine has installed its idols as the new thought leaders, creating a reliable delivery system for its agendas. What products to buy, what music to stream, and now, what to think.
Celebrities are the motivational speakers now. They are the media now. Somebody could be an author who, or like myself, written books. People who are way more written than me, really understand subject matter experts. They understand their craft. They know what they're talking about. But they probably can't fill a room with them. You know what I'm saying? But you say, hey, man, Steve Harvey's speaking. Let's get him. And people will pay $1,000 just to be in the room with Steve Harvey. So, which means the people who can produce that, they'll do it.
But what happens when an asset steps out of line? The machine redlines the contract. In 2019, Taylor Swift's original label was sold to mogul Scooter Braun, transferring ownership of her entire 6-album catalog, her life's work, without her knowledge or consent.
Scooter never contacted me or my team to discuss it prior to the sale, or even when it was announced.
This wasn't just a business deal. It was the machine putting its most powerful asset in a public check. It was a demonstration. The fine print in her teenage contract was the leash. The message was clear. We made you, we own you, get back in line. And when the leash of a contract isn't enough, the machine moves to character assassination. Look at Michael Jackson, the biggest asset on earth, but he went rogue. He didn't just make hits, he became a threat to the machine itself, outbidding them to buy the valuable Beatles catalog. He then publicly accused his own label, Sony, of being racist and devilish. So the machine changed the narrative. The king of pop became Wacko Jacko. The same media that crowned him now savaged him.
There have been many disgusting statements made recently concerning allegations of improper conduct on my part.
On August 23rd, the Los Angeles Police Department searched the singer's Neverland Ranch in Santa Barbara County and his Century City condominium.
This wasn't journalism. It was a systemic takedown to discredit an uncontrollable asset. And if you want to see that system in high speed, look at Kanye West. For 15 years, his chaos was profitable. But in 2022, he stopped attacking other artists and attacked the machine's partners, Adidas, Balenciaga, his bank. The response was not a meltdown, it was an execution. In 48 hours, a multi-billion-dollar empire was erased. A coordinated, system-wide message. The muzzle is real. The muzzle is absolute.
I think Kanye's a lot of fucking things and a lot of fucking crazy. I mean that respectfully, but a lot of crazy. I don't think he's a fucking liar. I really don't. Judging by what Kanye has told us about his mental health, yes, I can see addiction being a very easy thing for his brain to adapt to. He's been addicted to porn. He has a very impulsive fucking brain.
Yeah.
So you don't think somebody could easily get him addicted to any type of drug? We saw his trainer do it.
Hey, everyone listen to this, please. 2 days before I was in the hospital, I was on opioids. I was addicted to opioids. I had plastic surgery because I was trying to look good for y'all. I got liposuction because I didn't want y'all to call me fat like y'all called Rob at the wedding and made him fly home before me and Kim got married. I didn't want y'all to call me fat, so I got liposuction. And they gave me opioids, and I started taking 2 of them and then driving to work on the opioids, right? Then my boy, and there was talks amongst my camp, like Ye's popping pills, right? So when he handed this to me, he said, you know this is used to kill genius, right? So I didn't take it. 2 days later, I'm in the hospital. I was taking 2 pills a day at that time. When I left the hospital, how many pills you think I was given? 7. I went from taking 2 pills to taking 7. So the reason why I dropped those sweets and everything, because I was drugged the out, bro.
So what happens when an asset just breaks? The machine turns them into one final product, a cautionary tale. Look at Britney Spears. After a decade of relentless pressure, a public divorce, and a custody battle, she had a public breakdown, the infamous shaved head, the umbrella incident. This wasn't just a personal tragedy. This became content. The machine that built her now profited from her public breakdown.
It's okay. I would like for them to leave me alone.
Her pain was syndicated. Her tragedy was monetized. The asset became a new product, the fallen star. The public, engineered to worship the idol, now felt entitled to destroy them. The South Park Britney's New Look episode wasn't just satire. It was a documentary. It depicted a ritual public sacrifice for a good harvest. That is the final, brutal truth. The machine turned a human being's rock bottom into a public spectacle. And in doing so, it sent a clear, cold warning to every other idol on its roster.
I just saw a video of Britney Spears. Whoever took advantage of that girl, I'm telling you, whoever put her in the position that she's in right now ought to be ashamed of themselves. Took this beautiful woman who's very talented, and I don't know exactly what's happened, but shame on the people that did this to her. All that talent, very good looking. It's shameful, because Britney Spears was iconic as hell growing up. She's still iconic to me. You don't see pop stars like you do Britney Spears anymore. Or maybe she was just, I don't know, she's a big part of the childhood growing up. She had a lot of hot albums. I always thought she was really pretty. And she seemed likable. Like, she seems to have a really good personality. I think her sister's taking advantage of her parents, Kevin Federline, whatever. And it's just a shame. Justin Timberlake. But shame on those people who have done Britney this way. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. It makes me sick.
This is what happens when you break. Stay in line. The public gets its spectacle. The assets get the message. And the machine continues to run, uninterrupted. Modern fame isn't a happy accident. It's not a reward for talent. It's a system. We started by uncovering the selection. The fact that the machine doesn't find stars. It recruits assets, chosen specifically for their flaws. Then we move to the installation, where those assets are crowned and activated as thought leaders to launder agendas and control the public conversation. After that, we exposed the muzzle, the contractual leashes, the character assassinations, and the coordinated takedowns used to enforce absolute obedience.
You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes, yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men.
And finally, we landed on the sacrifice. How broken, unprofitable assets aren't just discarded, they're repackaged as public meltdowns. One final, profitable piece of content. It's a chillingly simple formula. Manufacture, manipulate, muzzle, and dispose. It's all designed to ensure you are always looking at their stage, their idols, and their narrative. It's a pantheon of puppets, built to keep your gaze fixated, to keep you consuming, and to keep you from listening to anyone who isn't on the payroll. So the next time you see a superstar fall from grace, don't just ask, what did they do? Ask, what purpose does this serve? Who benefits from this scandal? Who gets paid for this tragedy? And what am I being distracted from? Ask those questions, and you'll realize the truth. In this system, the idols aren't just playing a part, they are the part, and the drama of their lives is the ultimate product, designed to keep you, the audience, exactly where the producers want you. If you're still here, it's because you're a critical thinker. You don't just consume, you deconstruct. Your work isn't done. Subscribe to join the people who refuse to be manipulated. Like the video to signal you've read the fine print. And in the comments, bring me the next case file. What system do you want me to redline next? The work continues. Thanks for watching.